Hey, what's up, guys? Starry right here, and today we're gonna be talking about the Pittsburgh Steelers. And it's been a while since I've talked about them. I think it's definitely been like 4 months or something. I haven't covered them since like the first 3 games of the season, and that's just because it wasn't fun to watch the Steelers, to be honest. It's a very disappointing season for us. I think coming off of last year, we looked really good, and we lost in the playoff game. But I thought we could run it back. I thought we had all the pieces to run it back, but it didn't happen. And now we're fighting for a playoff spot. We need some some magic, but it's been a very disappointing season. It hasn't turned out how I think any Steeler fan would have wanted it to. But we're not gonna talk about that. We're talking about last night, and we're going to talk about Ben Roethlisberger, his last game at Heinz Field, and potentially the last quarterback to ever play at Heinz Field, because there's supposed to be negotiations for a name change. So he may be the last quarterback to play there, and it's sad. It's kind of sad, He's been our quarterback since 2004. I think he's played for 18 years as QB number one for us, and he led us to 2 Super Bowls. He took us 3 times, and he won 2. It is rough to see him leave, but I think it's time. I don't think he could lead us to another Super Bowl. I don't think he could lead us to any more playoff games, and I don't think he could be that leader. I don't think he could be the guy to put the team on his back, and he's gonna pick whoever he got, and we're just gonna take him. He needs help, and but regardless, he's done. He can't. He's not that same Ben Roethlisberger since the Super Bowl years, and that's okay. We don't need him to be that anymore. We need him to call it quits and retire and go out while he's still go out, like, I don't want to say on top, but go out in good faith, in good memory. We don't want him to come back and then something happens, he gets a season-ending injury, and then that's the last we see of him. It was a perfect way to end it last night, and I think it should stay that way. I hope he doesn't do like a Brett Favre and he retires and then unretires and goes to a new team and all that. Nah, I don't think he would do that, and I hope he doesn't. But yeah, last night it wasn't a perfect night. It came down to like kind of the fourth quarter. It was going okay, and then the fourth quarter is like, oh, our defense let up, and they let Cleveland back into the game. I wouldn't say Cleveland had a chance, but it wouldn't be a Steelers game if it didn't come down to what's gonna happen. It's the Steelers always mess up somehow and let the other team back in. But luckily we pulled it out for Ben, and Ben didn't play well. I would say he didn't play well. He had like 40 completions and like 120 yards. That's pretty bad, I would say. He was just dinking and dunking out there, and he couldn't get the ball down the field. But Deontay Johnson and Chase Claypool didn't really make the catches that they needed. I would say they dropped a lot out there, but it happens. Whatever, we'll move on. We won the game, that's all that matters. And I just want to we'll forget about that, and we'll just talk about Ben and his career. So he didn't play well last night, but he's played, pretty well his whole career. He has a winning record as all the games he started, and he's a Super Bowl champion, and I think he's a 6-time Pro Bowler out of the 18 times. That's pretty good. And he I would say he's pretty up there. He's like, he may not be top 10 quarterback of all time, but I think he should be top 15 at least. He's probably one of the best quarterbacks around this era for just being clutch and taking over the team and leading the Steelers. He's been up there. He's not maybe like the greatest quarterback. Like he's not Brady or Aaron Rodgers or Patrick Mahomes or those guys, but he's still a really solid quarterback for us and for the NFL in the years that he played. And it's gonna be sad seeing him leave, because we're gonna lose like a really great quarterback, the Steelers are, and we're also gonna be really bad for years possibly years, unless we somehow get, you know, Aaron Rodgers or Russell Wilson somehow magically, you know. But yeah, it's gonna be rough. I think we're gonna be pretty shit. But I think, you know, it's kinda, you know, it's very rare that you go quarterback to quarterback. You know, you get a franchise quarterback to another franchise quarterback. You know, Brett Favre to Aaron Rodgers. You know, that doesn't happen all the time. So you kind of just gotta suck it up and roll with the dices, and you know, we might be the bottom of the barrel for a couple years. You know, hopefully it's just a couple, and then we're able to fucking sneak someone in. But you know, if not, you know, we had a really great run with Ben Roethlisberger, and I think I'd rather be sucky for maybe more than a couple years, and then get the perfect quarterback, perfect franchise quarterback, or as perfect as a franchise quarterback can be, than, you know, get like just a decent quarterback and then we win and then we lose and win lose. I rather, you know, I don't want to be just like 500. I would like to at least have us competing, you know. I don't want to be the up and down. I rather have like a solid quarterback that can possibly take us to the Super Bowl. Yeah, I want to play in the championship games. But you know, obviously that's wishful thinking and everything. But yeah, so, you know, Ben Roethlisberger, it's gonna be sad to see him leave. One of my favorite quarterbacks. You know, I watched him since my earliest memories of Super Bowls, the Steelers versus the Seattle Seahawks. That was my first memory of a Super Bowl, and that's I don't know if that's my first football memory, but it's my like first like Steeler memory, I guess you can say. And he was the quarterback, and he's been the quarterback since then, since I've been a kid. He's been there since I've been a kid. Like, I've been a kid, yeah. I watched him basically my whole football journey. That's kind of crazy to think about now. I'm just like, it's kind of just like hit me. It's like, wow, yeah, he's been my quarterback for all my whole life. My whole like watching football. That's kind of crazy. It's gonna be sad to see him leave. You know, I don't know. Hopefully we're able to find, you know, a replacement, because I don't think Mason Rudolph or Deshaun Watson are gonna be it. You know, I would like to be proven wrong, but I just don't think they're that. And yeah, hopefully we're able to get another Ben Roethlisberger somewhere, somehow, or maybe a completely different style quarterback, you know. But yeah, I think, you know, it's gonna be rough. I think all the Steelers fans should expect to be rough. But I think they're also very appreciative of Ben Roethlisberger and all the time he put in and all the, you know, injuries he battled through and all the hits he took. He's the most sacked quarterback in the league, and you gotta like even think that's just sacks. How many times has he been like hit dirty, or not even dirty, just hit and thrown on the floor, and it wasn't considered a sack, you know, after he threw the ball? Because just recently the rules changed. You know, he was playing when you know, you can still hit with the helmet and stuff. So, you know, he's taken a lot of beatings, you know, and I'm very appreciative of everything he's done for us, and for the 2 Super Bowls, and you know, I'm very appreciative of that. So here we go, Steelers, here we go. You know, we're gonna have to go. we're gonna moving on, but it's not over yet. Potentially it's not over. We still have a playoff chance, and you know, who knows. You know, we're gonna need a lot of magic to happen to make it into the playoffs, but you know, I think we have a good chance of winning against the Ravens. The Ravens have been kind of iffy, and I don't know if Lamar Jackson's gonna play, but you know, if Tyler Huntley's playing, I think we have a chance. I like Tyler Huntley though. I'm not like discrediting him, but I think, you know, I think Ben Roethlisberger can pull it out. I think he has one more game to pull it out, possibly 2 if we make it to the Super Bowl. I mean, just getting the Super Bowl, to make it to the playoffs. Yeah, I think, you know, we'll be cheering. All the Steelers fans, we're hoping, praying. We just need, I think it's the Colts or the Jaguars. It's mainly that game, and then the Chargers and the Raiders can't end in a tie. But yeah, so we'll be watching Sunday. We play at 1 o'clock PST, and yeah, you know, we're ready for some football. We're ready. It's gonna be, you know, be a good game. I hope so. But yeah, you know, it's actually gonna be a good game because it's a rivalry game. Steelers and Ravens, can't get better than that. But yeah, I think that's gonna be it. You know, just say it one more time. Thank you, Ben Roethlisberger, for everything you did. Thank you. And yeah, I think that's gonna be it. I might, probably do more Steeler coverage if anything, like if we do make it to the playoffs or something. But if not, probably won't make anything. I think the season was a disappointment, but we move on. We go through it, and we just look for the future. And yeah, I'm thinking that's it. So everything in the description. Check out all the links, and yeah, I hope to see y'all next time. Later. Whoops.